Good morning, friends. How are you today? Um, welcome, Donna. Welcome, Linda. Welcome, anyone else that I may miss along the way. Um, yes, it was a wonderful staycation. I mean, I couldn't have asked for anything better. Let me try and straighten out my camera a little bit, guys. I know it probably doesn't bother you, but it bothers me when the grid lines aren't straight on there. Let's see. So anyway, I'm gonna let it go. Um, 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 my Spellbinders uh, subscriptions did not arrive in time for me to work with them today. So, as mentioned last week, I am going to go on and use my next card in my color cube. And you guys know I'm going in order because that's how this brain works. I have to have some order. So, I'm on number 3. And then when I saw the color cube, I just looked at it this morning. I didn't get an extra peek or anything. I wasn't planning ahead because I was busy relaxing all weekend. So when I saw this, I knew I had pattern papers that perfectly go with these colors. So these are the pattern papers from this month's Paper Pad Club from the Not Too Shabby shop. And then I also have the coordinating ephemera. It's the Chocolate Elegance ephemera. So I thought, you know what? Let's just make it easy peasy today with these colors, and I will just use some pattern paper. But I am going to put my colors up where I can see them and choose some pattern paper. So our staycation, guys, excuse me, was fabulous. We stayed in Crystal Pier Cottages. So they're here in San Diego. It's Pacific Beach. And they're cottages on the pier, which I mean, no matter which cottage you rented, you had your little outside patio area and you had a view of the ocean. Of course, it was of the beach. It was gorgeous. So we enjoyed that. We had fun, just really doing nothing but walking around, enjoying the sights, smells, and sounds of the ocean. Um, Ate at a couple little places nearby, and we were able to just walk to them. So when we got there, we just parked our car on the pier right in front of our little cottage, and we walked everywhere we wanted to go, which was really nice. Really, really nice. The only hiccup in our plans this weekend. Um, so I know I mentioned my mom had been sick on her birthday, which was the 22nd of February. And she stayed sick. She kind of went up and down where she started to get better, but then she'd go back downhill and back and forth. Well, eventually on Wednesday afternoon, my sister took her to the emergency room, and they ended up keeping her in the hospital. Guys, can you hear me? I want to make sure everybody can hear me. I didn't even do a sound check when I started today. I should have. I should have. Well, I'm going to assume you can hear me. Hi, Pam. How are you? Welcome, my friend. Oh, good. You can hear me. Great. So anyway, they kept her. They tested her for like all the respiratory illnesses out there, for flu, for COVID, for everything under the sun, for RSV. Turns out she did have, I guess it's a very common respiratory illness, but if an older person, who my mom's 90, or a very young child, an infant, can get really sick from it. So she did get really sick. And so they kept her. They wanted to make sure they got her hydrated, controlled what was going on. And were able to send her home safely. So I was checking in during the weekend. We left on Friday afternoon, so I was checking in throughout the weekend with my sister, just making sure, everything was okay, and um, if any other tests had been done. So I like this one. This is that nice dark chocolate right there. So uh, on Saturday, they thought she might be able to come home, but then it was a no-go. She was not able to come home. They wanted to do another test of some sort. And then yesterday, Sunday, um, after we came home, my sister had told me, "Oh, they're gonna discharge her today. You don't need to come to the hospital." And I said, "Good, good. Glad to hear she's doing better." And then I get a text that there was a small hiccup in the plans and she would not be going home. She was being kept another day. So they're doing some checking for intestinal bleeding on my mama. And so we're just kind of waiting for those results. The tests are supposed to be done today. But, any illness is scary, but when your mom's 90 years old, it's kind of really scary. And she's so funny. When I was there on Thursday, um, she was saying that how she was feeling, and she could go home. She was fine. She didn't need to be there. And it's like, okay, mom, but we just want to be safe. So then the nurse comes in to ask a bunch of questions, the regular stuff. Um, oh, hi, Froggy, welcome. I'm sorry if I missed anyone. So it's not RSV, Pam. It's something else. I can't remember the name of it, but it's not RSV. Um, but apparently it's highly contagious. So when I went yesterday, I had to like suit up. I had to put on like in COVID times, a mask, gloves, a gown just to go in and see my mom. But oh, the nurse was asking questions on Thursday when I was there, and one of the questions, was if she would be okay if the need arose for a blood transfusion. Would she be okay having a blood transfusion? And my mom looked at me and she goes, "I don't think we can." And I was like, "What are you talking about, mom?" And I reminded her that my niece years ago had had a blood transfusion, and I said, because I did donor direct, so she actually got my blood. And it was like, "Mom, you can have a transfusion." And she said, "Oh, no, no, we can't because I don't think our religion allows it." Now we're Catholic. Our religion has no problem with us having a blood transfusion if needed. So I had my laptop with me and I went on there. I think I'm going to use this month's sheet load, you guys, okay? Just to make it easy. So I went on and looked up, oh, because we were talking about the Pope. And I said, Mom, the Pope, if he needed one, would get a blood transfusion. And she said, "Well, I don't know." And um, I happened to, Google what was going on with the Pope. And there was an article saying that he had had a blood transfusion. So I was like, "Mom, if the Pope can have a blood transfusion, you can have one if you need it." And she kind of hummed and hawed about it, but she eventually said, "Okay, only if I need it." I'm looking for cardstock, guys. That's why I'm kind of everything's at a standstill there. Um, so yeah, she agreed to it, and the nurse was real sweet. She said, "If you change your mind, if the time arises, I don't think it will, but if it does, and you change your mind, you don't have to have it. You can tell us no." So my mom said, "Okay, okay." But I was like, "Mom, since when have we not been allowed to have blood transfusions? That's not a thing." And she's like, "I don't know. I just thought we weren't allowed." Like, oh my goodness, my mama. She's so sweet. Okay, let's see. But in any case, she's still in the hospital. Hopefully, they'll get results back today, figure out what's going on, and then she can come home. Hi, Glow. How are you, my friend? So, yeah, Professor Google to the rescue. It's funny because I asked her, oh my God, excuse me, guys. I asked her, Mom, do you want me to Google it? She said, yes, please. So she knows. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to get a drink of water. Sorry about that. So she knows what we mean when we say we're going to Google it. She knows we're going on our computer and we're going to find the information we're looking for. Um, I was just like, Mom, come on. And I had to show her, like, I turned my laptop around and showed her, and I had to like enlarge it because my mom has, she can't, she's kind of blind. She's got macular degeneration, so it makes her vision very um, difficult. It makes vision very difficult for her. Okay, so let me cut this down. But I had to like, she wanted to see the article I was looking at. And I was kind of like, Mom, don't you believe me? I just want to see. And I said, okay. Okay, I'm going to use a few of these pattern papers, guys. A few of them, a few of them. They're so pretty. So that is the ongoing saga with my mama. And it's just funny to me sometimes, you know, as we get older, I want more of the floral to show. So I'm going to trim a little different here. I think we get more stubborn set in our ways. And that's definitely the case for my mom. She is definitely set in her ways. So, what am I doing here? Oh, I needed that other piece at 2. Oh, well, I'll make it work. So we're just trying to make the best of the situation with my mom. She is stubborn. And you know, I say, you know, as you get older, you get more stubborn. Well, she's always been stubborn. So imagine now. And then she gets on us and she'll say, I don't know why you're so hard headed and you don't. And I'm like, excuse me? What do you mean you don't know? We learned from you, Mom. And then she giggles because she knows we learned from her. Okay, let's see here. So I'm going to bring that and make sure I'm using my, oh, I love this one. This floral one. This needs to cut down though. Do I have the right measurement? Yeah. Alrighty. And then my youngest, unfortunately, the house they were looking at didn't pan out. So on the hunt again. It'll happen. It will happen. It's just a matter of time. Whoops. Okay. And maybe this one. Let's see how many I can get done today, you guys. And then this one. Okay. This one down. So how was everybody else's weekend? I'm gonna go back and look at the chat, guys. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anyone. And let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I like this flowers. 4, 5. Which one haven't I done? Oh, I know. I should have done this one. Just like the flowers a lot better. Let's see. Oh my goodness, what is going on with me? There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll do 6. Let me do another one. Let me get another patterned paper here. Cut it at 2 inches here. And let's see. There. And I think, no, I want these flowers again. I like these flowers. Okay, there. So I'll make those, and I have some scraps, and I'll just save them. I could probably put them on the inside if I have time. Okay, so now I need my bigger paper trimmer because I have a 12 by 12 piece of, I don't know if I like it though. It does kind of go with this color, right? We don't have to use all the colors on the color cube card. Let me find a different one. Different. Let me see. I'm searching, guys, through my cardstock here. Oh, and friends, what's today? Today's the 3rd, right? So I have a video out on the Not Too Shabby channel today. Hi, what a coincidence I do on this. But I have another video coming out tomorrow on my channel that I think you guys are going to like. In fact, let me give you a sneaky peek at, I'll just real quick, okay? Real quick. Not the whole project, but just a little piece of it. All right? So this, I have a video coming out tomorrow on my channel. So check that out. Okay, so now let me see what I need this at. 2 1/4. I'm trying to pay attention because I tend to mess up my cuts if I'm talking when I'm working. So I'm going to try and pay attention. All right. That should be enough. I can bring in my smaller trimmer again. All right. Let's see. I'm making 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. 1. Let's see. 1, 2. Lay them out so I don't lose track of what I'm doing. 3 1/4. Okay, that's that. Now I'm going to need another strip. That's okay. I'll cut another one. 1, 2. Come on. 3, 4. Okay, so I have enough of the small pieces. I need a couple more of the longer pieces. And then I'll bring in my ephemera. Oh, thank you. Oh, aren't they cute? Oh, I love these papers. Like I saw the paper pad that was chocolate. Welcome, Lynn, by the way. Oh, you got to check out. Lynn has a video on her channel this morning showing some wonderful new cardstocks she got to play with. So check those out. Like I was watching before I came on here. I like to try and catch my crafty friends once in a while. Okay, I need 1, 2, 3. So I need this other one. But Lynn, I love that video. It was perfect. Okay. Get these. It's a lot of fun what I made for on the video tomorrow, and it's highlighting papers from 12 by 12 cardstock shop. Welcome, Christina, and I'm sorry if I missed anyone, guys. Let's see. Paige, what are you doing? What cuts? Let's go back. Let me go look. Oh, good for you. You know what? As long as you sort your cuts, you'll be fine, Paige. You will be fine. It all works out. That was what I figured out eventually. Um, was making sure I sorted out all of my cut pieces as I cut. So as I was cutting, I would put it in one of the little plastic sleeves I have, and that kind of made it a lot easier for me. So, you do what you got to do. Stay organized. Also, it made it easier for if I had to craft on the go, I could take them with me and just craft. Let me show you. Let me see if I have some of the plastic sleeves here. I usually have them ready. I haven't cut my March ones yet. So, or did I? Here they are. So I usually have mine ready to go for Kendra's card challenge, and I print out the sketch in each one. I also label my sleeve. So as I'm going, I'm putting in all my cut pieces, my cardstock, any embellishments, even my card bases. So that kind of helps to keep me a little bit organized, slightly. Okay, where are we going? Where are we going, guys? Oh, hi, Jamie. Welcome, my friend. I decided to play with some of the fun papers and ephemera this morning live. It was too cute. Like I was saying, I saw that chocolate paper pad. These are the ones I'm using, Jamie. Aren't they adorable? You guys, Jamie does such a good job at all her clubs, her paper pad club, her box of the month. Just adorable. And the ephemera that she always has with it. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay. So maybe I'll pick the ephemera after I put these together. Let me assemble them. And I actually filled my ATG before I came on live because I happened to use it up and thought, oh, well, at least it's finished before I go live so it doesn't finish while I'm live. All right. Right? They're perfect for that color combo from the cube, Jamie. Like as soon as I pulled that card out this morning, because I didn't pull out till first thing this morning, I knew it was like, oh, I'm grabbing my papers. I don't have to try and find ink colors to match or anything like that. But I think that's probably why I love pattern paper so much. I can just use, because when you get a paper pad, you get all the papers that they coordinate with each other. They just go with each other. And so then I don't have to think about, oh, does this one match this one? And how will it look together? And, because I second guess myself a lot when I'm crafting, a lot. But with these pattern papers, nope, there's no second guessing. Well, still a little bit of second guessing, but that's a me problem. That's nothing to do with the papers. That's me always questioning myself. I'm that type A personality that everything has to be perfect and in order. And I think that's why I've loved card making so much. It's taught me to not expect perfection and accept the little flaws. Um, because really, as human beings, we're flawed anyway. We're all flawed in some way, shape, or form. Some of us more than others. Got quite a few flaws, but um, I have fun. I have fun card making. It's what I like to do. Like I gotta tell you, because I'm usually in my craft room most days. Even on the weekends, I'll step in here and do one thing or another. So while I was enjoying my our little staycation, it was like a little bit of withdrawal from craft room, just a little bit, but we did have a lot of fun. Oh no, I'm sorry, Pam. What if you get you know those trays that you can use for putting your food on? My husband got me one when I had surgery so that I could sit up in bed and eat. You think that might work? Put some of your crafty goodies on there? I don't know. I think sometimes when I'm not feeling great, if I get to crafting, I forget about the pain a little bit. Not all of it, but a little bit. One, two, three, four. Oh, good. I made enough card bases because I ran out. I've got to make more. All right, let's put these together and then I'll pick the ephemera. But yeah, the craftiness for me is it's my therapy. I even have a shirt that says, what does it say? Crafting isn't cheaper than therapy, but it's more fun. And it's definitely not cheaper than therapy. I'll tell you that much. All right. Okay. Put all these together. So as soon as I'm done here, guys, I'm just gonna give my sister a quick call and then probably head on down to the hospital just to be with my mom. I want to make sure she's taken care of. Usually the nurses are pretty good. But yesterday, my mom's so funny. She says, I'm so glad I took a shower before you guys brought me to the ER because I haven't showered since I've been here. And I was like, excuse me? So I went out and I told the nurse, my mom hasn't been bathed since she's been here. Can you guys take care of that today? And the nurse was really sweet. "Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, of course, we'll do it right now." And yeah, sure enough, they did. But it's like, should I have to remind you? And my mom won't speak up. She says she doesn't want to bother the nurses. And it's like, you're not bothering them, mom. That's their job. So, which is funny because my mom's good about speaking up when it comes to her kids. And I guess I'm the same way. Like, I don't speak up for myself as easily or as readily as I do for my kids or my grandkids. And I guess my mom's the same way. But I'm like, Mom, my mom has to have a bath like more than more than she was having um at the hospital or a shower. Like my mom used to tell us when we were little, because we when we were younger, we didn't have a lot of money. My mom and dad both worked and they worked hard. But when you have four kids, eats up your budget. Um, but she would always tell us that, being poor is no excuse for being dirty. And she would say in Spanish, she would tell us, uh, what was it she said? La pobreza y la limpieza no son enemigos. And that means poverty and cleanliness are not enemies. So no excuse. Got to be clean. And that's how we were brought up. That's just what we had to do. Okay. I'll check on the chat right now, guys. Let me see. What am I missing? Yeah, I'm not patient either. I don't listen to doctors real well. You're enforced withdrawal from crafting, getting our granddaughter on Friday. Oh yeah, you gotta clean everything up and put it away, my friend. Upload PDF to my Canva account, was able to move the sketches and size them and put them on a blank letter sheet, 2 fit per page when you turn them all landscape. Yes, yes. And that way you can print like the individual sketches and have them in your little envelopes like I do. Let's see. Way better than you were. Coughing and sneezing, washing my hair still. Yes. Ah, Pam, why were you driving? You're not really supposed to drive after surgery for, I don't know, is it 4 or 6 weeks, something like that? But again, I don't listen. So who am I to lecture on what you should or should not be doing? Look how pretty that looks. Look, see? Like it's not difficult with all this ephemera that is in here. So pretty. Okay, so this has flowers there, so I don't think I'm gonna put flowers on this one. And look at that little puppy. So cute. And let's see. I like that this one, guys, this one had some nice dudes in there. Love it. And I'm gonna leave them without sentiments so that I can use them for whatever I decide to use them for. I just think maybe that's better. Nah, let me see. Maybe I do put flowers here. Do, do, do. Um, Coffee maybe? Come on. Oh, I hate when my nails don't cooperate. No, not liking that combination. I might just do flowers, guys. Even though there's floral. No, that's too much. Too much floral. All right. There we go. Here I can do some flowers. I can do this bouquet, or I can do this spray of flowers here. Oh, I like that one. Or this one. No, this one. That one. Okay, let me put these away so I don't lose them as I tend to do. I drop them all over the place and then it's like 52 pickup. Did you guys ever play that? Do you know what 52 pickup is? I'll never forget the first time my brother, who's 7 years older than me, I was little, and he's like, "Hey, Yvette, you want to play 52 pickup?" I was like, "Yeah." You guys know what 52 pickup is, right? It's he got the deck of cards. Oh, that's right. You hurt your ribs when you fell. Why didn't I think you had surgery? Somebody else had surgery. Well, be careful. Ribs are difficult to recover from. Yeah, remember it? So he got the deck of cards and he just threw them everywhere, and it was pick up the 52 cards. It was like, no. So from then on, he'd say, "You want to play 52 pickup?" And I'd be like, "Nope, I do not. No, thank you, brother of mine." But he's a good big brother. I'm very blessed to have him. He is 7 years older than me. Um, but man, he really did take good care of me. He taught me how to drive. He would take me. He was in a car club when he was younger, so they had their show cars, and they would have like dances, kind of as fundraisers. And I was a teenager then, and so he would say, "You want to go with me?" Sure. So I'd go with them, and I remember one dance. Um, most of the people in the clubs knew me, and they knew I was his kid sister. Um, so there was a level of respect there. But I guess at this one um, event, there was some guy that didn't know I was his sister, and when I was 15, I looked like I could have been 20 something. I just developed quite young. And so he came up to me and was like, "Hey," trying to get all in my business. And I kind of just looked over and glanced at some of the guys, and sure enough, they came to my rescue and they were like, "Hey, step back, leave her alone." So my brother had amazing friends that took good care of me too. Okay. And I'm popping up all the ephemera. I just want to give that a little bit of dimension. How are we doing on time, guys? We're doing good. Um, I don't know the dimensions of it. I should probably know. It's from Altenew, the foam tape pan. I think that's my last roll. I don't think I have any more that I could look at the packaging from, which reminds me I need to order some. But I don't really know. I guess it's a little bit thinner. Yeah, it's thinner than the 3M foam tape, but it is Altenew and the backing peels off real easy. All right. Let's see, where am I? And then I was telling my husband, "Oh, I need to do there's some design team things I need to do." And so it's like, I have to, don't let me forget, I have to do this, this, and that. And I was telling him that as we were driving to our staycation, and he said, "I don't want to hear anything about any of that while we're away." So I said, "Okay, no problem." And I didn't. I was really good. Okay. Uh, Jamie, if you're still here, thank you so much for these. These are just gorgeous papers and ephemera. Loving them. All right. I think I did. Um, so I think I used uh, the sheet load using some of these papers too. This month's sheet load, aside from what I'm doing today. I think. I don't know. I've done a lot of, like, I try and upload my videos early. So sometimes I'll record them a month ahead. I mean, if I have what I'm supposed to use, I'll go a month ahead when I can. That way, if something comes up, like my mom being in the hospital or all the other crazy stuff that's happened in our family as of late, I can not worry about um, not spending time in the craft room. I can just focus on my family and know that stuff is done. We So let's see. I think that's too wide. Narrow it down a little. And guys, it's raining here in San Diego right now. That is not okay. That is not okay for native San Diegans. And while I know we need rain, we do. I don't like rain. And usually when it rains, my husband doesn't work. But he kind of got promoted at work, so he's working now, even though it's raining. I was kind of like, the only thing I used to like about the rain was that my husband didn't work, but now he works, whether it rains or not. So boo, boo, boo. And then he's so funny. He says, when we were on our little staycation, "Is this going to be what it's like when I retire? We're just going to travel?" And I said, "Well, that's the plan. Let's hope that's what happens." So he's excited to retire next year, hopefully, with any luck. But he does ask, "Okay, but when I retire, are you going to slow down in your on your YouTube?" I said, "Well, let's discuss that when the time comes. Let's not worry about that right now." Okay, let's see. We'll move that foam tape out of the way. Then I probably should add some enamel dots to these. Let me find bunches of enamel dots. Let's see what I can use. Too pink. Maybe. Kind of fishing through my stuff. Okay, let me go through those and see if those work. Oh, thank you, Jamie. Thank you for being here. I want to thank all of you for being here, guys. I don't know. the lives, they like perk me up for the day. They make me feel like, ah, today's a good day. So I enjoy them. Which one did I use? Whoops. There we go. Not pretty. Okay, maybe I'll use this. It's kind of a greenish, like a hunter green, maybe. I don't know. We'll use what I have and make it work. Okay, maybe not. I need to stop being so picky about where I put my little enamel dots. That's one of the things I need to learn to let go on. Placement of embellishments. Let me see this one. I'll use these. Oh, and guys, speaking of not too shabby, have you guys seen the new I'm playing with not too shabby stuff. Have you seen the new pet tapes? Just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, and then let's see. Maybe that one. Well, I'm going to run out of enamel dots eventually. I'm trying to be better about using them, which means it'll be time to order some. But let me show you the pet tapes before I finish up here today. Let me grab them. Grab them. They're so pretty, you guys. Okay, I'm going to set those cards aside for just 1 second while I bring in a piece of white cardstock so you could see the tapes. And I've already made quite a few projects using them. But look at those. See, I already have some images missing there. And I think when I counted, there were on this one 10 different little images, 10 different little gnome images in a few sentiments. So that's that gnome one. And then here's this more summery looking one. Uh-oh. And I've used some of those as well. And then this one, this more Eastery. Let me roll that up because I've kind of gone into that roll. But look at those. Aren't those gorgeous? And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Jamie. So there's 5 different pet tapes. I only have 3 of them. But I think Jamie is offering a I Want It All bundle for all 5. So you get kind of a price break if you buy it that way. And you know what I'll do? I don't have it in there right now, but guys, I'll put a link to the Not Too Shabby shop once I'm done here. I should have done that before I came on live because I knew I was using these papers before I came on live, but I'm not good at remembering to put on my affiliate links. I don't know why. It's a thing I forget to do. Okay, let me roll these up. In fact, let me show you candle I made with that bunny tape. Let me grab that. Excuse me. I'll finish rolling this one up. But oh my goodness, I love these little pet tapes. They're so cute. So it's PET tapes. PET. Put those away so I don't misplace them. But so I just had this candle. And look, I added these little pet. Can you see? Let me go a little closer. That light's glaring. I'm sorry. But look. Look how pretty that is. And it was just like when I was thinking of a project to do, I thought, well, I could decorate a candle, but what candle do I use? And I had this in my room and I thought, That'll be perfect with those little bunny pet tapes. So that's what I did. That's yeah, then oh, there it is. So Jamie says you can buy all 5 and it's 15% off with a bundle. You know what? Let me go and see if I can add my link right now. Give me 1 second, guys, okay? Blah, 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 blah. Okay. And I'm gonna add a link to the Not Too Shabby shop and then also to the pet tapes, okay? Let me go back. Hmm. I should be faster at doing this. My job was updating a website before I retired. So I really should be faster. Okay. 1, 2, 3. There. I added the links just in case you want to just click on those and go get some fun goodies. Oh, the candle, Jamie? Yeah. I love the way it turned out. And I made a few other projects. But okay, let's see the cards we made for today. And then maybe we can play with something else. Oh, excuse me. I don't know what is wrong with me today, but I keep clearing my throat. All right, so there's the cards, and then here was the color cube. So I have the real dark chocolate browns on the ephemera and some of the papers, and then I have more of that tan also in the papers and the matte layers. Also, this kind of peachy one is also on some of the papers. For example, on this one, see, I have these 2 colors on this pattern paper. This more golden tone one, I guess it's in some of the papers, kind of a lighter version, like it's inside these flowers here, real small pieces. And then this brown here, what color is that one? That's copper. It's supposed to be copper. I always forget to look at the back. So I have that as well in the, the flowers. So I think I did pretty good using up using all the colors in the color cube on the cards. What do you guys think? Think I did okay? I think I did okay. All right, let me put my enamel dots back away before I misplace those. All right. How are we doing on time? We did good. I think I'm going to finish early today, guys, because I do want to get over to the hospital to check on my mom. And fingers crossed, send some prayers that she gets to come home today. Oh, thanks, Jamie. Oh, that candle. I love that candle. Once I put that one together, it was like, oh, I know what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna um go get some more candles and decorate them. Oh, you guys are so sweet to me. So if I could just ask for a few little prayers that my mama does well on her tests and that there's nothing horrible going on in her body. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Jamie. I'm gonna head over there and check on my sweet mother. So I'll be back on Wednesday at 2 p.m. Pacific. And again, depending on if I get my spellbinders um, club from February. I guess there was a delay. One of their vendors closed. But depending on that, if I get them, I'll use the Spellbinders clubs. But if I don't, um, maybe I'll cut my papers for this month's entry for KCC 17. How about that? We do that on Wednesday if my Spellbinders don't arrive. Thank you guys for all your prayers. You guys are amazing. And I'm sorry if I missed saying hello to anyone, but welcome and thank you. And you guys are amazing. You rock being my crafty buddies. All right. See you on Wednesday, 2 p.m. Pacific. Bye.